Isaiah Thomas rumored to go back to Charlotte. I know they're looking at Kemba Walker, and we made the Kemba Walker video the other day. And yeah, so it's being rumored that our man Isaiah Thomas could be returning to, yes, Charlotte. And people don't realize is that, I know, again, we mentioned Kemba and the possibility of him returning, but they very much supposedly liked Isaiah, what they saw last year. If you guys don't remember, Isaiah Thomas played for 3 teams last year: the Dallas Mavericks in 1 game, 4 games for the Lakers, and he played 17 games for the Charlotte Hornets. And in those 17 games, shot 39.7% from 3 on 3.5 attempts, 43% from the field on 7 attempts. He averaged 8 points in about 13 minutes a night, and dished out about 2 steals, grabbed about 1.5 rebounds. I mean, dished out 2 assists, not 2 steals. He's never really been a pickpocketer or a defender because of his height. But it's being rumored that this, according to Mike Scotto, or no, Jake Fischer, Kemba Walker's back to Charlotte is a really nice story, and it's a very real possibility. But it doesn't sound close right now, according to Jake Fischer. And he says, I know the Hornets are looking into Isaiah Thomas. And Thomas, as you guys know, he is a great story about how he ended up on the Celtics and all that. And I know Walker, who played his first 8 years in Charlotte, he was named 3 All-Star teams. He was the face of the franchise. He's the franchise all-time leader in points scored and minutes played. He left Charlotte in free agency, spent some time with Boston, and spent some time with New York, and was unable to recreate the success he had as a scorer and a player with another team. And then he was bought out by the Pistons when he was traded. While Thomas also has some familiarity, like I said, with the Hornets, he averaged 8.5 points, 1.5 assists, 1.5 rebounds in 13 minutes a night in 17 games. And obviously both players are past their theoretical primes, but they still could prove to be effective in a limited role behind LaMelo Ball and Terry Rozier. And both sides seem well received via social media. And overall, outside of their re-signing of Cody Martin, this team has had a very quiet free agency. So yes, I think it's going to be interesting to see what they do, because for me, I don't know. I do not know what's the best thing. You know, I've enjoyed, obviously, watching this team like last year, but I think one thing we want to see is if, I don't know if they're going to bring him in for a workout. That's what I would do at this point. Like, let's see how they look on the court, guys, okay? And I do think it's an interesting situation that they put themselves in, because I don't know what's the right thing to do, but at the same time, I don't know what's the wrong thing to do. So I just want to hear your guys' thoughts down below. If you're a Isaiah Thomas fan, if you're a Kemba Walker fan, or just a Hornets fan in general, what would you do in this situation and why? I don't know if there's anything like to take from this, or if we're just overlooking. I think right now they're going to go Kemba, because who doesn't like that story? Okay, let's bring back Kemba. That's just such a fun story. Like, I think the Kemba one's a better story than Isaiah Thomas. You gave Isaiah Thomas a shot last year. Have someone else take the flyer on Isaiah. You've already taken a flyer on Isaiah. No reason for you to continue to take a flyer on Isaiah. And I don't know. Maybe I'm rude. Maybe I am. I feel like maybe I am being rude. But I don't think I'm being rude. I also will like to say, this video that I'm using to edit is quite annoying. But man, I think Isaiah, I just think Kemba working out better. Is that just me being, I don't think it's being prejudiced, but I just think you look at Isaiah. Is this me going to be anti-short people? Maybe. I think he's too short at this point. He's not good enough to make up for the height difference. Dude, it's crazy to think about how hard he fell off. Like, he was top in the league, and now he's out of the league.